At least 67 militants were killed on Saturday in Pakistan's southwestern province of Balochistan, following a series of coordinated attacks across multiple cities, security officials said. The violence also left 10 police and security personnel dead, along with 11 civilians, while 24 officers were injured, according to sources who spoke to Reuters on condition of anonymity. The attacks came just a day after the Pakistani military said it had killed 41 militants in separate raids in the province, which borders Iran and Afghanistan and has long been the site of a decades-long separatist insurgency. The banned separatist group Baloch Liberation Army, or BLA, claimed responsibility for Saturday's attacks, saying it had targeted security forces across Balochistan and claiming to have killed 84 Pakistani security personnel, although officials said the actual toll was lower. Security officials said militants launched attacks in several urban centers, including Quetta, the provincial capital, and the port city of Gwadar, prompting immediate responses from the army, police, and counter-terrorism units, with clearance operations continuing well into Saturday. Authorities reported that some roads in Quetta were briefly blocked by armed men, and a blast was heard near a high-security area. Hospitals in several districts were placed on emergency footing to deal with casualties. Mobile services were jammed, internet access restricted, and train services temporarily suspended as security forces worked to contain the situation. According to Shehbaz, a spokesperson for the Balochistan government, most of the attacks were quickly foiled by security forces despite the scale of the coordinated assaults. A senior military official in Islamabad described the attacks as coordinated but poorly executed, saying the militants' plans quickly collapsed under an effective security response. Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin, Naqvi condemned the attacks and praised the security forces for their swift actions, while Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif lauded the armed forces for foiling the attacks and accused India of backing the separatists, a claim New Delhi has denied. Balochistan is Pakistan's largest but poorest province, rich in untapped natural resources but long plagued by insurgency. Separatist groups, including the BLA, have repeatedly targeted state forces, infrastructure, and civilians perceived to be collaborating with authorities. In recent years, the region has seen intensified attacks, not only by Baloch separatists, but also by the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP, believed to have links with Afghanistan's Taliban, which returned to power in August 2021. The province has witnessed several high-profile attacks in the past. Last year, militants attacked a passenger train carrying 450 people, resulting in a two-day siege and dozens of deaths. In August 2024, rebels carried out simultaneous assaults on bridges, hotels, and security installations, leaving many dead and causing widespread damage. Despite the repeated violence, Pakistan's authorities maintain that security forces have dealt heavy blows to militants. Balochistan's Chief Minister, Sarfaraz Bukti, said that over the past year, more than 700 militants have been neutralized, with around 70 eliminated in just the past 2 days, emphasizing that such attacks would not weaken the province's resolve against terrorism. Clearance operations and security sweeps continue across the affected districts as authorities work to restore normalcy. The situation highlights the ongoing challenges Pakistan faces in containing militancy in its most restive province and the persistent threat posed by separatist groups despite decades of military operations. Balochistan remains tense, but officials say they are committed to maintaining law and order while eliminating threats from armed insurgents in the province.
धमाकों की और फायरिंग की आवाज़ सुनाई दे रही है और शहर में जब आए हैं तो काफ़ी जगह से रास्ते बंद किए हुए हैं और आवाम को जो है आने जाने में काफ़ी तकलीफ मुश्किलात का सामना करना पड़ रहा है।
हालात बहुत ख़राब है। आज कल दरियाब रोड पे भी बहुत हालात ख़राब, इधर बार फायरिंग हो रहे हैं, हालात बहुत ख़राब है। रोडों सारे दुकानें सारे सिस्टम बंद है आज कोटा में।
बहुत बात उम्मीद है सर, आप लोगों की आंखों में आंसू देखकर हम लोग तभी थोड़ा सलत हो गया, कम से कम हम लोग सिर्फ नहीं रो रहे, अब सब हम लोग साथ
इंशाल्लाह